My pranams to you. Very recently, I happened to watch Zakir Naik's YouTube uploaded speech held in some university. After about 15 minutes brief speech, 3 questions were asked to him. It is obvious that the questions were asked by Muslims, but the names of those Muslims were kept in undercover, and they said they are Hindus and they want to take the advice of Zakir Naik. So Muslims in Hindu names asked the 3 questions, of which the first question is the idol worship and worshipping many gods. Zakir Naik answered, Hindus worship only, the Vedas worship only, the Upanishad talks only about one God. The Hindus should follow that. That is the pathway adopted by Muslims and Islam. So the Hindus should practice monotheism and should not worship anything else. And that fellow got satisfied and he sat. And Zakir Naik made it a form that Hindus can convert it to Islam, because Hindus also worship only one God according to Vedas and Upanishad, for which he quoted one line from Shveta Upanishad. But the pronunciation of Shveta Upanishad is done as Cheta Chetopanit. And he has quoted another line from Chandogya Upanishad. And the pronunciation of Chandogya Upanishad is done as Chandogya Upanishad. So a fellow or one man who cannot even pronounce the name of a book, he claims himself that he is an authority in Hindu literature. And when he is delivering the lecture, the words or the stanzas he quoted from the Vedas and Upanishads are given as a small printout in that one. And declaring that he is a scholar in Hindu Dharma, merely quoting 1 or 2 or 3 names of books, he demonstrates himself as a scholar of Hindu Dharma. To Zakir Naik and all other Muslims who follow Zakir Naik, I would like to tell them that Muslims have got only one book, Christians also have got only one book, but Hindus, we have got 2000 foundation literature written in Sanskrit, 10,000 commentaries written in Sanskrit, and more than 1 lakh sub-commentaries written in 16 Indian languages. For the last many thousand years, many books on many subjects written by many rishis are being utilized by Hindus. They may be knowing some, they may not be knowing anything also. But quoting one line from one book and pretending that he is a scholar of Hindu Dharma is the most cruel treachery done towards Hindu Dharma. And definitely I tell you, Mr. Zakir Naik, Hindus worship only one God. And if when they reach that level, Kaivalya Padavi, up to that level, they have to pass through different stages and finally they will reach Ekam Sadvipraha Bahuda Vadandi Eka Eva Hi Bhutatma Bhute Bhute Vyavastita. Ekam Sad, the final truth, the final essence and final fact, the God is only one. That particular God is explained in Vedas, Puranas and everything, everywhere. Dhyava Prithivi Janayan Deva Eka. But remember that Bombay is one, but the pathway for going to Bombay is not one. The fellow from Calcutta will have to take a different route. The person who is traveling to Bombay from Trivandrum will have to take another route. The person who is traveling to Bombay from Delhi will be having another route. The route or the pathway or the road to Bombay from Chennai, from Hyderabad, from Bangalore, from Ahmedabad, from Jaipur, these are all different. But Bombay is one. Till you reach Bombay, the pathways are different. Like that in Hindu Dharma, the God is one, but divinity is present in everything. God is one, divinity is present in everything. So we worship God and also we worship in divinity. So in that way, Bharat is divine. And he quoted from Shvetashvedara Upanishad. I shall quote from the same Upanishad. Satyam vada dharmam chara swadhyayan ma pramada satyanna pramadidavyam dharmanna pramadidavyam bhutyayna pramadidavyam deva vidrigaryapyam na pramadidavyam swadhyaya pravajanapyam na pramadidavyam. Then Mr. Zakir Naik come to the next point. Matradevo bhava, Pitradevo bhava, Acharya devo bhava, Atiti devo bhava. These are all divine. We worship mother. In the second question, Zakir Naik tells that a Muslim will never worship India as a land or motherland. He will not chant vande monotheism because Muslim will worship only Allah. He tells that Muslim will not give salute to a country, nor the ruler, nor even to Prophet. A Pakistani Muslim will not give salute to its president or the country. A Arabic Muslim will not salute the king or the Arabia or even Mecca. He will be saluting only to Prophet or not even to Prophet Muhammad, only to Allah. So my question is, if Vande Mataram is dangerous, if worshipping Bharat Mata is not permitted according to Quran, don't you think that when the Muslim soldiers, Muslim policemen working in different countries salute the color of salute the flag of that country? In India, August 15th and January 26th, the police force and the military force used to conduct Freedom Parade, Independence Day, Republic Day Parade. They salute the minister who is standing there. An advocate salute a judge, and a Muslim advocate will definitely salute a judge, whether he is a Hindu or not. And a junior police official, a junior Muslim official, police official will definitely be saluting a senior Hindu official. In Pakistan also it is same thing happening. And every tricolor or every flag of a nation will definitely be saluted by any Muslim. Any Muslim of that country, if he has to survive in that country. He cannot say, I will salute only Allah, I will not salute the country, I will not salute the flag, I will not salute the ruler of the country, I will not salute the judge of the country, and I will not salute the minister of the country. He cannot say that one. If he can salute and if he will be saluting the superiors, the seniors, the ministers, the rulers, the kings and the country, why not chanting Vande Mataram dangerous? It is some of the negative things just injected into the mind of Muslims. And the third question asked to Zakir Naik, for Hindu-Muslim unity what should be done? Asked by a so-called Hindu, but internally he was a Muslim in Hindu name. The answer given by Zakir Naik, if the Hindus follow what is mentioned in Vedas, if the Hindus worship only one God, if the Hindu comes from the polytheism pathway to monotheism pathway, definitely Hindus and Muslims can come together, live together. It is like living as a Muslim, even though Hindus worship one God. Muslims worship only one God, Allah. So Hindus also should worship only one God according to Veda. And then the Muslims and Hindus can live, cooperate, complement, coexist and work together. My doubt is that in Pakistan, almost 99% of the people are Muslims, but they fight each other, and many Muslims make bombs, many Muslims explode it, and many of the bombs in Pakistan are getting exploded in the mosque itself. Those who are putting the bombs are Muslims, those who are dying are Muslims, the policemen are Muslim, the rulers are Muslims, and the judge is Muslim, advocate will be Muslim. And when all these Shia, Sunni, Ahmadiyya, Sufi, these are all worshipping the same Allah, they worship the same Quran, they worship the same Kaaba, they worship the same Prophet Muhammad. Even then, why this bombing and killing each other going on without unity? If Hindus worship one God, if this unity can come here, then why the Iraq and Iran war was there for about 100 years, continuously going on, and they are worshipping the same God? Still the unity is not there. Almost all the countries, Shias and Sunnis, are fighting each other in spite of the fact that only one Allah, one God, one Quran, one Prophet, and one everything one. Not only that, there are 1,000 years war between Christians and Muslims. Majority of the Christians in the part of Europe got converted into Islam. And why this conversion took place? Christians are also worshipping only one God. They worship only Jehovah. They did not and they do not worship polytheism. They follow only Jehovah's messages given in the Old Testament. And why the Christians and Muslims are not coming together? If Hindus start worshipping from today onwards only one God, tomorrow onwards the Hindu and Muslim unity will be starting according to Zakir Naik. If that would have been true, then all the Christians and Muslims should have been friends throughout the world. And remember that worshipping one God is not the criteria, it is the mind. If the mind is cruel, if the mind is negative, and if the mind aims for converting everyone into Islam or Christianity, and if the mind tells that when the whole world should be ruled by Christians or Muslims, then starts this problem. So chanting vande monotheism or saluting a ruler or a country or following different pathway for reaching the ultimate truth of divinity, these are all not creating any problem. So hundreds and thousands of Muslims are coming to Satya Sai Baba's abode. There are thousands of Muslims now started lighting the lamp. There are thousands of Muslims who even do Vidyarambha. Thousands of Muslims worship the Ghabar of the Muslims, calling the saint. And even the cremation ground is being worshipped by some people. And with all these things, one fellow is closing the eyes and telling that it is midnight, there is no light. It is not the mistake of the world, it is the mistake of the individual who is closing his eyes. So, chanting Veda Mantra and worshipping different gods, chanting Vande Monotheism and worshipping one God or more God, or these are all will never create a problem as long as the people who can understand it. So if one God, one book, one prophet would have been enough, then the Muslims should have been living in the most peaceful way in Saudi Arabia, Middle East country and 68 Muslim countries. But the most complicated problems you can see the world is facing is from a particular group. That is not because of the religion, not because of the prophet, not because of the book. It is because of the mindset of the people. And there are terrorists in every religion, but these are all the crooked pathway of mind development, mental development. So those Muslims, those Christians who are living in India, they should remember that India, the holy land, they did not worship Indian God. But this is the country which could survive for the last 10,000 years without any problem, in spite of the fact that Christians and Muslims invaded for 950 years to India, tried to suppress, oppress and depress each and every Hindu-based values. So chanting Vande Monotheism, worshipping many gods, or following Vedas, following Puranas, following Upanishad, these are all part of Hindu Dharma. That is why we always chant Samasta loka sugino bhavantu, loka samasta sugino bhavantu, sarve bhavantu suginaha, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhavet. No other religion in this world ever prayed like this. Only Hindus prayed this. And remember that is why Hindu Dharma is surviving in spite of the atrocities done towards Hindu Dharma by Christians and Muslims for the last nearly 1,000 years, right from 995 AD onwards. So Hindu Dharma will survive in India and everywhere in the world without a missionary, without any terrorism, without any monotheism or polytheism, and with the way in which it survived for the past 10,000 years, it will survive the coming 10,000 or more years also. My pranams to you.